One would think that the whole world would take it slow this year as it attempts to recover from the troubles caused by the global pandemic. But that doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, more than ever, resources are being used to add to the architectural brilliance of man-made structures all over the world. So, if you're tired of visiting the same mega buildings, which are spread across the planet, there's good news. This year has numerous mega buildings construction in place. We've made a top 10 list for you to explore. Guess you'll be traveling soon again. Number 10, Four Seasons Hotel, New Orleans. The first building on our list is a mega hotel and residential building, which is 400 feet. It's located at 2 Canal Street in New Orleans, United States, formerly home to the Old World Trade Center. Following the natural disaster of Hurricane Katrina in 2005, the building suffered some major damages and was later closed in 2011, with motions to either demolish the building or attempt to reconstruct it. Good to know that they chose the latter, or we would have missed the opportunity to enjoy this glorious residential edifice. The building is set to be opened in mid-2021, and this hotel will come with a lot of historical value and is sure to be one to visit in the coming year. Number 9, One Limassol. Here's another one, or simply say, the one. One is an apartment building that's about 165 meters, which would make it the tallest building in Cyprus. This apartment building was initially scheduled to be completed in the year 2020, but was delayed due to the ongoing pandemic. But efforts are in place to complete and open this mega building before the end of 2021. Being the tallest building in Cyprus, One is located in Limassol and can be seen at any point in the city. If Cyprus is in your travel plans for the year, this is definitely the place you want to drop by and visit. Number 8, Westside Place, Melbourne. The next one on our list is another residential complex. I didn't know there's this much for residential space when everyone seems to be living outdoors today. But hey, who's complaining? This complex in Melbourne, Australia consists of 4 residential buildings and 1 hotel. It's going to be one of the biggest and tallest buildings in the city, as well as Australia in general. Westside Place is currently under construction, and unlike the previous name on our list, the construction is speeding up as opposed to being delayed. It was initially proposed to be completed by 2022, but we could see it open before the end of 2021. Number 7, Grand Egyptian Museum. It's about time we have a historical building on this list. The Grand Egyptian Museum, also known as Giza Museum, is said to be the largest archaeological museum in the world. This mega building will have on display numerous artifacts from ancient Egypt, one of the oldest civilizations in the world. The Grand Museum is said to be built on land that has more than 5 million square feet. Such a mega building will host a lot of art and culture, including the ancient Tutankhamun collection. The building was initially proposed to be opened in 2020, but has been since delayed in 2021 due to the pandemic. A fan of historical art would definitely fancy a visit here. Number 6, Bang Sue Grand Station. If you're going to be visiting Thailand this year, Bangkok might have something nice and grand for your viewing pleasure. The Bang Sue Grand Station is set to be the biggest railway hub in the country, and it will be the terminal for all long-distance rail travels to and from Bangkok. This grand hub is one magnificent structure, and since railway transportation is huge on this side of the world, there is much to be offered by this new terminal. It is set to be open by March 2021. Number 5, 130 William. We're back to the residential buildings again. 130 Williams is named after its literal location, that is 130 William Street in Manhattan in New York City, New York. This new residential apartment is said to be completed by mid-2021. It'll top off at a height of 800 feet or 240 meters. Like many other modern buildings, 130 William architectural designs incorporate modern style and vintage ideas to give it a very classy look. The building, with 66 floors in total, will have more than 240 residents. The residential space will no doubt have all the features of a 21st century edifice. Well, that's another name to the list of skyscrapers in New York, so guess it's never enough. Number 4, the Wuhan Greenland Center. The whole world went on its knees some couple of months ago to the command of a deadly virus. Though at a much slower rate, it's nice to see that the world is standing tall again. And what better way to stand tall, literally, than to erect tall buildings? Wuhan Greenland Center is an example of such a situation. The skyscraper is set to be one of the tallest in the country. Though it was designed to be more than 600 meters in height, the new airspace rule has set the limit to 500 meters in China. The redesigned model is set to top off at 476 meters, still making it one of the tallest in the country. Though the initial estimation puts the completion in 2022, all is being done to have the skyscraper completed earlier. Number 3, Grand Rama 9 Tower. Heading back on over to Thailand, we have a multi-purpose skyscraper on our hands. The skyscraper will have office spaces, hotels, restaurants, parks, and an observatory. This will no doubt boost the social and market structure of the environment. Located at Grand Square, Rama 9 Road, Hua King in Bangkok, Grand Rama 9 Tower is set to top off at a height of 2,018 feet, or 615 meters. Upon completion, it could become the tallest building in Thailand. Its multi-purpose use makes it one of the best mega buildings to be completed in 2021. Number 2, Merdeka 118. Merdeka 118 is another mega building set to come about in 2021. The skyscraper has a massive 118 floors and is 2,113 feet, or 644 meters tall. It's said to be one of the top 3 tallest buildings in the world and become the tallest building in Malaysia as well as Southeast Asia. Merdeka was initially said to be completed toward the end of the year. Also known as the Heritage of Independence, the skyscraper is set to serve numerous businesses and purposes, which include a shopping complex, office building, housing, properties, hotel, and observation deck. If you've always wanted to visit Malaysia, now's your chance. Number 1, the Jeddah Tower. Well, unless the Burj Khalifa has some 200 meters additional height that we don't know about, it's finally set to be knocked off its perch by the end of 2021. The Jeddah Tower is not going to be slowed down by the world situation. It's said to be the tallest building in the world and the first to attain a height of 1 kilometer. Yeah, you heard that right. 1 whole kilometer. That's longer than the major roads in most small towns. Jeddah Tower will also be a multi-purpose skyscraper with offices, hotels, restaurants, an observatory, and parks. It will also be a magnificent site of attraction for tourists from all over the globe. We're sorry, Burj, but we found the next best thing. So there you go, guys. Those are the top 10 megastructures coming in 2021.